because I've got a bad lung. We're live now, but
I'm just gonna you do the share, and I'm just gonna quickly make my tea.
okay, you cook back your cup of tea.
Share it to my page, Clive.
I'll try and share it to your page.
Thank you.
No, thank you. So
I'll try and share it to your page.
hey, I'll try and share it. Here we go. So, how is everybody this evening? Anybody on? Anybody here with us? So it's time to share. Copy link. Write a poem. Share the group. No. Share. Go back. Share to Dave's page. Hello, who's in? Can you share to Dave's page for me, please? Yeah, it's been one of them days today. How is everybody? So, starting to get everybody in. So, here we go. So, tell you. So, how's it, Dave? Oh, Dave.
Well, you sound rough, mate.
I feel rough, mate. I feel rough.
I'm taking no chances, mate.
I tell you what, mate. I tell you, that's how I feel. But
you feel how I look.
I do. I tell you, I do. But I've still got a lot of fat around there.
I'm a bit worried that you're talking into that mic and it comes out my speaker and I get COVID as the fungus.
I'm gonna spread it to everybody, mate. You know what I mean?
I've heard. What is it? What have you got?
Just a cold, mate. Just man flu.
Oh, is it?
I think it's a man flu. I've done a test. I haven't got COVID. I've done a test. I haven't got COVID.
What test did you do? Stick your finger up your ass and smell it, or?
I done what that girl. Done
the smell test or the taste test?
I done them all.
Did you?
Yeah. I did them all, but trust me, my shit.
Is Nigel about or not?
I don't know where Nigel is, mate. I think he's passed it on, son. I talked to him on the phone, and since I've talked to him on the phone,
that's what I'm saying.
I feel like crap. What I'm saying. You know,
Spencer's absolutely falling apart at the seams, mate.
We are falling apart at the seams, but let me tell you, my seams have been under a struggle for years by Bach. You know? So how have you been, Dave? What's happening? Who's in? Christine, Matt, Steve?
I'm better than you are anyway.
Jennifer, Lisa. Well, you know, Nigel's in, mate. Nigel's just come in. So, yeah.
Don't bring him on the live. I don't want two of you in here on me.
I tell you, I won't bring him on the live, man. So, yeah. So the old girl's just come in. So mother's come down. Yeah. First thing she done is take me to an Indian restaurant.
Pass it around the whole family.
So she's taking me to an Indian restaurant, but
that's what you want, loads of spices.
Oh, yeah. The best thing is, she said, I'll have a chicken korma. I don't like spice. I said, okay. So I went into the Indian and I went, give me something spicy so it burns my ass in the morning. He said, yeah. As soon as we got in the kitchen, mother went straight into the Indian. She doesn't have Indian that often. And she went, here's mine. And she picked it up and I looked across and I thought, that's not a korma. Let's fucking watch what happens. She put the spoon in her mouth, mate. Oh, mate, she was nearly crying. That treats her. That teaches her. Let me tell you.
So
pinching my food.
This test, I'm interested in the test that you have.
So I've done a flow one of them lateral flows.
Oh, look. That type.
Up there. And then, yeah.
Oh, the big thing up the nose, up the ESA.
Yeah, up the ESA, mate. Up the ESA. So
what did it say?
It said I was all right.
Oh,
so it's man flu. It's fucking man flu, isn't it? You know.
I'm going to keep this one on my wrist just in case I get COVID of the wrist.
But don't forget, I got asthma as well. So the weather's changing. So fucking, and it's killing me at the moment.
It's the time. It's the time for it.
It's a time of year. It's a time to get it done. You know, I'm still sharing, Dave. I'm still sharing.
Still sharing, though. Not concentrating. Right.
Share. Yeah, go on.
As usual, yeah. Now, I could be doing all that.
What's that?
Well, I had a thing, didn't I? I was supposed to have had some bits of bobs removed from my Ukrainian last week.
Oh, yeah. What's happened there, bud?
Well, I felt like you sound.
Yeah.
When I got up early doors, I feel a bit rough. Anyway, listen, if I'm feeling dead dog rough, yeah, I've never been one to I wouldn't go to a hospital with a feeling like you are.
No.
And because all you're doing is whatever you've got, whatever lurgy it is, you're spreading it all over the gap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so if you can, if it's possible, then stay indoors. You know what I mean? Get under a blanket.
Just sweat it out, mate.
Yeah,
sweat it out.
Sweat socks, yeah. Couple of brandies, whatever.
Yeah.
I know you don't drink or whatever it is, you know. And just get your temperature right up and kill it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm doing, mate. I'm looking at bringing Cambo in. Cambo is a poison. You put a poison in your body, and it absolutely kills. So.
And she said, "Oh, maybe you should do a test." I said, "What? For something I probably haven't got."
Exactly. You know. At the end of the day, mate.
Did you see? Listen, I did send you. I know I waste my time a lot of the time when I send you messages, but I sent you a messenger.
Yeah.
A post I put up. Turning Point UK. Did you watch it? No.
I didn't watch it all. I might as well. I might as well be honest with you because.
Unfortunately for me, you know what I'm like.
You've got to watch it all. So what was it?
Well, basically, it was a whinge and a whine. I can't believe. I mean, he must be fucking bored. That's all I can think of because this has been going on for years. I don't know. He must have woke up this morning and gone, "Fuck me, there's fucking people coming up at Dover." He must have found out this morning. That's the way he's come over. You know what I mean? He's seen two films. I think one film I put up ages ago. I put up over a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
Coming along the beach and coming up around that up last week, I'm sure it was. So that's when that would have happened. Because I generally put up stuff as and when it happens. You know?
Mate, I tell you what I did watch last night. And I love them to bits, Stan and Dan.
We need to do something about it. Listen, mate, the only thing you fucking do, pal, if you're watching, or one of your fucking little fellas is watching, or one of your little girls is watching, the only thing you do is split groups, fucking Rolling Thunder A to fucking Z, which is, it's nice to have it out there and put it in the fucking, and have it out in the ether,
Yeah.
And the fucking Gurkhas fucking, he was down the Gurkhas on another do at the weekend.
Oh, mate, you're joking.
On my fucking life, mate. Honestly, mate.
I tell you what, it's
they keep it quiet. There's him and the doctor or photographer, whatever he is.
Yeah.
Mrs. fucking Red Hair, the three of them.
Yeah.
It's their own little thing. You know what I mean? Maybe the three of them would go down to Dover and straighten it out.
Well, you know, he may do.
We need to do something. All of a sudden, it's fucking we. It's the old royal we. When he says, "Do the man of no solutions," I'm going to start calling him. Doctor, no solution. I've not seen it fucking ages. Probably working on a fucking diabetic or a COVID ward.
Oh, mate, I tell you what. Yeah, that was lessons we learnt there.
But would you come on and fucking? I mean, 5 minutes. I know. I go on for an hour on this live, but 5 minutes and 43 seconds, 6 minutes, which for arguing over 10 seconds.
Yeah.
6 minutes. Yeah. and not come up with one fucking single. We need to do something. I was waiting with bated breath for 6 minutes.
But Dave, hang on. Dave, hang on. A lot of people do that. I watched Dan and Stan last night. I know you were on there because it was only me and you commenting.
Right to turn it off. I thought it was a party political broadcast on behalf of the Labour Party.
Labour Party. Yeah, I thought he was. You know, that's why I asked the question.
I shared it all over the place. One geezer in one group said, "What is this fucking bollocks? Is it a party political broadcast?"
Yeah.
That's just me, you know what I mean? I tell you what. On there. Who the fuck is he?
He was supposed to be some expert in politics, fucking expert, my ass.
Expert in fucking bullshit and fucking bollocks is what he is.
What's his name was David as well.
Fucking mate, he's a fucking disgrace. Thank fuck he wasn't from Yorkshire. He was from South London because he kept on about the South Circular, didn't he?
Yeah. Kept going on about the 1250. Get a new fucking car then.
1250. Well, the Uleys. Fucking move into Islington, mate. If you've got an old car, you get to pay the Uleys, you get to pay the congestion charge, and you get to pay the on-street parking's over £900 now.
Fucking hell, mate. That is
Listen, my Michael, right, to put a car outside the house, over £3,000 to fucking park it there. That's right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Over $3,000 to stick a car on the fucking road.
Yeah, I seen Pauline was in there as well last night, and this is what Pauline just said. I've never heard such crap.
You know, it was getting into my nut of how. Because they were putting clips up, like we do this through StreamYard, but we can see all the comments that either come through Facebook, StreamYard, or wherever the comments come from. Yeah. Right? When you go into Voice of Wales via Facebook, which is what they stick it on. Yeah. You don't see any. You don't see all the comments, and that.
No.
So, well, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Because they're on a platform called Twitch. They're on another platform called Twitch.
Mate, listen, I went onto their platform and it sent me to Gav.
So what have we been up to today, Davey Bear?
Today, what we've been doing, I've got a load of admin done today. Did all that.
Good man.
Bits and bobs.
The drinking chocolate was supposed to be here, but the drinking chocolate hasn't turned up today. So I'm expecting it tomorrow morning, early doors. I'm not looking forward to that. That's 60 boxes. Look at him, mate.
I'm going to try and get a bit of business. I'm going to stick it in my window.
Hey, go on. Let's see if anybody knocks on the door.
Hey, let's see if we can get a ding dong before the
ding dong. Massage. Dave, you've got to dress up as a woman, mate, and go down there.
Yeah.
You do bet.
Was you ever based in Germany? I don't know if you was you? I don't think you was you?
But David.
We don't need all those out there.
David, you look better than that tranny on there last night on the Labour show.
Oh, mate, did you see the state of it? Fucking hell, mate.
Oh, mate, I tell you what. Fucking hell.
I mean, mate, that was the only interesting thing. The only interesting thing on those clips was the state of some of those people that they were bringing up on that rostrum. Was the name I was looking for the other day? Remember? Yeah. People going up on that rostrum, mate.
I tell you what, mate.
You'd stand there. In all honesty, just behind them to the slight.
I don't know, man. It's on the back.
You stand behind them with a cattle bolt.
Yeah, I tell you what, mate.
Just to the right of them with a cattle bolt, and as soon as they start, you listen to them for about a minute, maybe 30 seconds. You pull it,
mate. No.
You put them straight on the top of the head.
No. You put a cattle prod in them first. Let them fucking twinge on the floor, and then go for it.
Why would you put a 16-year-old girl up there? Honestly, I know there's a lot of bright 16-year-olds. I know there are a lot of bright 16-year-olds. Yeah. But you're hardly going to put him in a fucking political position, are you? I mean, she's not a fountain of knowledge, is she?
No.
You know what I mean?
But do you know why they put it up? Because she does a better fucking job in half the party.
Well, it's just it's a shop window front, like the Greta Thunberg. You know what I mean?
Oh, mate.
I feel sorry for that. You know that Greta Thunberg?
Yeah.
She's not. She's an all. You know, she's all right. There's nothing out of her really. At the end of the day, I think she's got a little bit of. She's not a full ticket. You know what I mean? Bless her.
Yeah, but Dave.
But I think she's been fucking used and abused.
That's the family.
I think it's abuse what they do.
Yeah, but that's the family. At the end of the day, it's like indoctrinating, isn't it? And they can see an opportunity. So that's what happens, mate. You know, ma'am. What do you want to get on, ma'am?
Anyway, it is what it is. We can't make people do and change their minds, whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? We're not here to do that. But I do think it's a form of child ADHD. That's the one, Jonathan. Thank you. Yeah, she's got a touch of the ADHD, or maybe the other one, Jonathan, not just ADHD.
It's on the side, mate. I got.
She's got a bit of autism. Go on, mate.
Mate, I got Mother here, mate, and she is absolutely in a world of her own.
I give you a world of her own.
You'll end up with a club live on Facebook. This will be fun.
Let's have a look at it. Chuck it, pass it you. I tell you what, mate. She's brought a tablet. She can't get online, so now she's going to go on as me, and she's going to abuse me.
Well, just put the password in for her. All you got to do is go to settings on the Wi-Fi bit. Click on there. It will show you your Wi-Fi. Stick your password in.
Take no notice of him, Dave.
She's saying take no notice of him, Dave.
I'm not. All you got to do, Clive, is click on the bit as if it was your tablet where it shows you your internet and stick your password in for it.
I can't be bothered, mate. I can't be bothered getting off my ass, going over to the telly, sorting it out.
Oh, haven't you got a slide out one like me?
No, I haven't.
Only see me.
You know.
Only see me.
Oh, here she goes, mate. She's off. I tell you. I got 2 weeks of this, but
or
2 weeks.
Just call out the password. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna send it down to you, Dave.
Yeah,
that's 2 weeks with you, but
he treat me better than you.
Treat you better. Fuck off.
No problem.
Get out. Oh, pardon me. Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, exactly, Steve. Tell him. Sort him out, Valerie. Fucking get a grip of him. Give him a smack on the fucking head.
I tell you.
Give him some of that.
That's all I get is abuse off her, man. You know what I mean? So I haven't seen her for 2 years. Soon as she turned up
with his mother, 1 hour 45.
Here we go. She's abusing me on my own. Look at this. She's abusing me.
45 minutes in.
Mate, she's abusing me on my own chat line. Look, Clive Spencer. Only see him once in a blue moon. I tell you,
mate. But she could write that on a bit of paper and hold it up behind you. Yeah, well, just go in the kitchen, Valerie. Get the fucking rolling pin and batter him live on Facebook.
Don't give her ideas, mate. Please. All right. She used to batter me. She used to batter me when I was a child, but you know, I'm gonna give him what? I'm gonna give him a bloody slap. He carries on.
No, in all seriousness, I wouldn't put up with it. I would start fucking punching him about now. Let me get my tea and popcorn.
Oh, mate, you are absolutely horrible. So, how's everybody else's day been? What have been going on? Who wants to come on? Let's have people on you. Come on, let's get somebody on. Show me, but show me.
Right.
Go on then. Show me what?
Hang on, let me put my popcorn to one side. Ready for the battery.
Popcorn to one side.
Valerie, just hold on for a second, yeah?
And it's not her birthday either, she's telling me.
Oh no, it's not, it's a 10. If you could do it on the last sort of 10 minutes, say 20 minutes from now, something like that, 1:45, start the battering, and we'll all be sitting and watching. I got this through the post.
Oh, mate. Are you ready?
I've read. I'll tell you what I've read. I've read the copyright. Very stringent.
Would you?
I've read the prologue.
Yeah.
And then I'm on chapter 1, but I can't read any of it out. Although it's very interesting. I'll flick through it. and there's some very good. There's some nice photographs. I don't even know if I'm allowed to do that, to be honest with you, because he's got very, very stringent copyright on it. And I don't blame him, you know what I mean? But no, this is going to be my weekend entertainment because I do like to read a book. You know that.
And I don't blame him either. Put a copyright on it. I'm going to order a book now for Mother.
You can get it's available on Amazon.
Right.
And for I think it's $12.99. It was $12.99.
Yeah.
And I got it the day after. You know what I mean? Like,
well, look.
Wednesday got it today. To
do what he's done, you know, it's an inspiration, and it just shows. All right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
People.
I mean, the story behind it, even on the back page, it's making me hair stand up. The story on the back page, just the back page of the book, gives you a little bit of a very quick insight.
Insight. So, are we going to bring him on the show anytime?
He's doing very well. He's coming on the show on Monday.
Monday. Excellent. Excellent.
You'll have Paul Bogey will be on here.
Yeah.
And
where have I gone?
So, what's the matter with him?
You've switched me off.
I haven't switched you off. Bring the phone. Fuck's sake. I've switched it off now, mate, she reckons.
You have.
I haven't touched it. Can't tell you.
Get out of the way. You have the phone and I'll have the computer.
Go on then, yeah, I'll take over.
I will. Get out of the way.
There we go. Go on. Get him moved.
Hello, it's me.
Hello, darling. How you doing, sugar?
All right, I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. Can you see the comments? Can you see how it works?
On the side down here, yeah?
There you go. You can. That's what people are writing and what they're asking. So yeah, this is how we do it, and no doubt, without Clive in the way, it'll go swimmingly.
Yeah,
You've got similar fingers to your son. Hopefully not.
Useless.
Anyway, how was
he's useless.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. I think, honestly, I'm surprised you haven't been done for child abuse, and you must have dropped it on his head a couple of times.
No, I used to batter him with it. With a spoon.
There. The nurses might have done it in the.
You did batter me once. A passage.
Wall. They might have got oops.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's it. You know those ladles they put gravy in?
How was your trip down from Wales?
Lovely. It was good. It was good. They were very helpful.
How is Wales at the moment with all this, with all the new rules and regulations? Are you keeping up with it, or has it made no difference to your life?
Well, I had to wear my mask all the way up. You had to wear the mask on the train.
Oh, you come up on the Rattler. Okay.
Yeah.
So, where did you leave from, if you don't mind me asking?
Bangor, North Wales.
Oh, Bangor. Didn't we have a lovely time the day we went to Bangor, that one? I've been to Bangor a few times. I've gone Bangor over to, is it Bangor, Rosslare? I've gone from Bangor before on the ferry.
You go to Holyhead, and from Holyhead across to
I've
Rosslare.
done Holyhead. Yeah, I've done Holyhead. So anyway, so you've come down all the way from Bangor, and with you've had to. I use the Rattlers all the time, but I don't subscribe to the Marks malarkey, even with Khan's strict regime. Which most people in London, you'll find out when you start going out and about. Richmond are a bit different because most of them have got rods stuck up their backs in Richmond. They come from the school of Dad of the Voice of Wales, and they're a little bit snooty around Richmond. Although some of the people in Islington can be, but once you get into the city centre, there's quite a big mixture of people. And
I can give up.
I can
give up snooty.
Richmond is that way. You would like. It's not really London. Once you get to Richmond, they still call it West London, but.
Valley girl, you can't take the valley girl out of the valleys, can you?
No, you can't take the valleys girls out of the valleys.
But no, so you had a decent trip anyway. That's the main thing.
I had a good trip, yeah.
Tell me what you think of Labour.
Labour?
Go on.
Labour? They're nothing but a bunch of ignorant pigs.
Who's that?
Labour.
Labour. Oh,
Ignorant-
Labour. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it?
Ignorant pigs there.
Well, you will. I mean, I've seen the change
You've got a
over.
political career, didn't you? Tell him about your political career.
Huh?
Tell him about your political career.
My political career?
Yeah, I know
Oh.
you was into politics. Well, you were a councillor at one point, I believe.
I was a councillor. I led the council. I was the mayor, and I also took over as chief executive. And then we moved up here.
And you become
So
independent.
you started off as a
Piss
councillor,
Labour off.
Yeah.
and then
Just-
you became mayor or mayoress, as it would have been.
No, mayor.
Oh, they didn't. Oh, because we have mayoresses now, don't we? They're not. Oh, because
Yeah.
you're back in the old school days when
Yeah.
a spade was a spade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Metaphorically speaking, of course, we don't upset any BLM fans that are in.
No, but I did say mayoress once, and I was put in my place. I was a mayor,
Oh,
not a
was you?
mayoress.
Oh, you wasn't
Yeah.
allowed to say it then.
No, I had to
Our
say I
times-
was a
our
mayor.
times have changed. So when were you mayor then? What year was that? Can you remember or not?
1996, 95, 96.
95, 96. So not that
Was
long
you
ago,
was you
really.
Labour
How things
originally?
have changed. You were bollocked for calling yourself a mayoress in 96, and now
Yeah.
you'd be told off for not being allowed to call yourself a mayor. You'd have
Was
to
you
call
Labour
yourself
originally?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Labour originally, and you why you got out of there?
When I was 18, I was Plaid Cymru. Then, when I got married and everything in my 30s, I went over to Labour.
Okay, you wised up a bit, which knowledge comes with age, yeah.
No, it was the way of the things of getting things done. They wouldn't repair council houses or anything, do anything.
Well, that's
So-
the same today. It's 2021 now, and they're still that way
Yeah.
now, whether it's Labour or Conservative.
Well, we joined the Labour Party en masse to
Okay,
teach him a lesson. And then I went in as a councillor, Labour councillor, fell out with them, left, went independent, and then went back as Plaid Cymru and took a Labour seat off them. They were...
Well,
Labour was in power for over 50, 60 years. There was
down
never
in your neck of
anybody
the
else.
woods. In your neck
Yeah.
of the woods. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the depends. That's all to do with what stock of people you've got around, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Whether Labour have what they call safe seats. You know what I mean? Which is basically fucking jobs for life.
In the valleys, they used to say in the valleys, pin a rosette on a donkey, and the donkey would win.
Yeah. Well,
So, yeah.
like we've got two Labour. Our councillor down our end of the down South Islington is a woman. I can't remember her name now. She's the one who looks a little bit. Not that I've got anything against lesbians. I haven't. My niece is one.
No,
Yeah,
no.
but she has that lesbian short shaved haircut, blonde. She's
Yeah.
in her late early 60s, I would say she is. Somebody will
Yeah.
tell me her name if you look up South Islington MP. She come to
Yeah.
our door and Holly told us to say
Op-ed.
it was a bit stronger than that. And Holly
Yeah.
said, F off, we're voting. That was when UKIP were doing very well. So it was a few years back. But she talks very posh when she's addressing in the House of Commons. She talks quite posh when she's on Question Time or anything like that. And when she's at your door, because she comes from the flats, believe it or not, and she's not what she purports to be. She's another one who puts on. It's an act, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then of course I know the person much better, and can always remember his name because he was the leader of the Labour Party, which is the one and only Jeremy Corbyn. He hasn't been successful in anything in his life. He dropped out of uni. Every job he went to, he always dropped out. He dropped out.
Jeremy
And
Corbyn.
the only thing he's ever been successful
Did
in
it
his
Jeremy
life,
Corbyn?
yeah, Jeremy Corbyn. The only one thing he's been successful in is getting re-elected for his constituency.
Yeah.
And his constituency, which is Holloway Road, which is North Islington. I'll take you up there when I come up. And when you go into North Islington, we call it locally Beirut.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that, is because that's where you think you'd be. If I blindfolded you from Clive's to Islington, which is 45 minutes, and took the blindfold off of you and let you out the car in Holloway Road, you would think I've landed in Beirut or somewhere in the Middle East anyway. And that's what he's done successfully over 33 years. He's imported voters, you know what I mean, and pushed all the locals out. That's what he's done very, very, very successfully. Diane Abbott's done the same. Labour. Called her name nearly came to me then. The woman down in South Islington, but no one's put it up yet. So the Labour are very, very good at importing voters into their local boroughs, and
they bring their own in, don't they?
Yeah, but a guy I know very well, our town crier, Bob Smitherman, he was a councillor for 32 years here in Worthing.
Yeah.
And he did the four card trick. He did Labour councillor, then he went to Conservative councillor, then he went Liberal councillor, then he went Independent councillor. So he did the 4 card, not the 3 card, the 4 card trick. And he said every single one of them was exactly the fucking same. You couldn't get anything done. It was just arguing. Well,
that's all they do, innit? Yeah. They argue, and you have to do as you're told. You can't do things on your own. You have to do as you're told.
No, a lot of people don't realise how they don't understand, and I understand that they don't understand the nuts and bolts of it. So, and some people actually do fucking honestly believe they do understand the nuts and bolts of it, and they clearly don't, Beverly. So what? I had a woman today was trying to tell me that the executive runs things, and by the executive she means the people who sit around the big table in Downing Street, and some people call it that, some people call it the what is it?
Dave,
the other one.
Actually, right, the councillors are worse than MPs.
I know.
The councillors are worse than the MPs.
But you see, what we've got is we've got a very, very old system in the United Kingdom. You know, I mean, I'm a little bit younger than you, not a lot, but I'm a little bit younger than you. But you've got a system where we're still living in this 13th century almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
14th, definitely. When you've got people in courtrooms, and they go through these what can only be described as a ritual, and you've got a fella stood up called a barrister in a fucking wig that you'd buy in a joke shop nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't take those people seriously. You know what I mean? I can't. When they wear all this garb and all this stuff and it's all ceremonial, you're weighing people off. You're dealing with people's lives and you're dressing in costumes. You know what I mean? And then you've got what is now the House of Lords and the House of Commons, which is again just more rituals. You know, they walk in with these big maces and the black rod and all that malarkey. Give it a rest. That should be done. Those ceremonial duties should be done on a daily basis. For tourists. And now they should be working in modern offices, with modern systems. You know, almost like Brussels, but not on the steroids they're on, but in a similar kind of setting, you know, where they're doing things in a 2021 manner. And you wouldn't need anywhere near the number that you've got. You don't need all that people in Brussels that they've got, but it's all jobs for the boys and girls, isn't it?
Well, that's it,
and the people that we should be electing should be a small committee, and when I say a small committee, I'm talking about maybe 60 to 100. I've never sat and crunched the numbers properly. So it's numbers off you know, that have been in my head for some decades. You could have a small committee that work out of you know, you wouldn't need the House of Commons, would you?
No.
The House of Lords is a waste of space anyway.
Oh, that should be gone. That should.
Well, it should be a tourist attraction. You know, I don't say get rid of the history. Of course, I don't. You know, you should be paying a few people, I don't know, £400 or £500 a week to sit there in all their get up and all their garb for the Japanese and the Chinese to come over and take their photographs and go, oh, look what they used to do. You know what I mean?
You know, they sleep more than they do anything there, don't
and
they?
The people that should be elected are senior civil servants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're the ones who should be elected and deselected. In my opinion, I might be wrong, but all I can say is for generations, and since I've been alive, the only system I've ever seen, is two parties. I mean, we did have a joint party once for a very small spell when poor old Dave was stuck in the cellar till I see and never said a word. That's the only time anybody else has got anywhere near of having any say, so to speak, and they haven't really got any say. And we've got a two-party system that clearly doesn't work. It hasn't worked for decades. It's like a fucking baton race where they swap batons. You know what I mean?
Well, when I went to the Open University to do law.
Okay.
And the first thing they said was, "What do you know about law? Where does our law come from?"
Yeah.
And we all looked at each other and we said about the EU. And he turned the EU, the Europeans.
Oh, the EU. Okay. Yeah.
And he turned round and he said, "Well, actually, no, our law comes from 1066. William the Conqueror.
Yeah.
Common law is what's gone before." And we all just looked at him as if he'd gone stupid.
Yeah, gone nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what he said. No, he said a judge sits there, he listens to the case, and he thinks about, or he looks in books for a case that's gone before and what the outcome was.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was done on historical crimes.
Yes, yeah,
which is
it doesn't make sense.
It's pretty much that. What they do is sentences normally pretty much historical. I got off with a charge because of an historical crime, where what I was up for, another person they couldn't be prosecuted for it because and that then goes down on the statute books, and that's how my brief got it slung out. But anyway, I do know a little bit about that. I'm not fantastically into common law, because I'm not from 1066, basically. And, you can only, this little head of mine will only hold so much information.
I don't know where he is gone, Dave.
He's having a lay down probably in a darkened room. The thing is,
he's having a sleep.
I know I'm asleep. It's all, I just give you
He's having a sleep.
Yeah, he's poorly, bless him.
Tell her, Dave.
So, bye, darling.
What time you got out here as well? Go on, piss off.
Hey, don't be cheeky.
Go on, piss off.
You're
frightening.
Yeah.
Get back there and do your business.
We'll do a Dave and Berrigan line. We'll get another one doing. We'll start doing Tuesdays and Thursdays.
I tell you what.
Very knowledgeable, your mother, Clive.
Fucking. Will you stop it, Dave? Will you stop it?
No, but she's got a lot of history within the political system, obviously.
Oh, yeah, she has.
Councillor, mayor, and chief executive. She will have a little bit of an idea rather than the layman.
Well, the big thing is she's done a law degree as well, but
of course, it makes a difference.
You know, it makes a difference. But the big thing is she was in a
knowledge is power.
She said to me, "Oh, it seems you go in the political route, Clive." I said, "What do you mean, Mum?" She went, "Do you know we used to chain ourselves in the council offices, in the town halls?" And I was
like, motions passed and God knows what. Yeah, I remember all those days.
So she was active, and she's unbelievable. It's one of the worst things she'd done, actually, between me and you. She pulled out, and she could have gone further. But
They wanted to move to North.
yeah, the family wanted to move to North Wales. Family come first, mate, and that's what she done. So you know, but we talk about things, about politicians. She knows quite a lot of the politicians, and she's got her points of view. She's got her views on them. She wouldn't say many of them openly, but you know, the Canucks. What do you think the Canucks, Phil?
Who are they?
Who are they? The school teacher.
Are those millionaires?
The school teacher millionaires, mate. You know what I mean? They didn't have a pot to fucking piss in. No, you know.
And their son didn't.
And their son as well.
Right,
So,
tell your mum to say hi to Steve Hathaway.
say hi to Steve Hathaway, Mum.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve. She's shouting. She's shouting in the background. Hi, Steve. So,
from my point of view, you see, you know, like I don't know if you saw today, Gavin nearly got nicked outside the Australian embassy in London.
right. What did he do?
A lot of people turned. Well, Piers Corbyn went there yesterday with his little and basically just to tell the Australian embassy that what they're doing in Melbourne, Victoria, blah blah blah, isn't right. You know what I mean? It isn't right. I've never ever known any Western police force, and I say police force. Western police force shoot rubber bullets at protesters before, bar in America, I suppose. Back in the rights back in the day. But not recently, in recent times. And anyway, so they organised for them to go there mob-handed today.
Bloody hell.
They did. And the normal places turned up. Brexit Brian, Andy, and all that lot, they all turned up. And they stuck some posters on the wall outside.
Right.
The old Bill turned up, and they said, "We're taking the posters down."
Yeah.
And Gavin stood right in front of, with his back to the wall against the posters. And somebody was there, funny enough, saying that if you put a hand on him, he's not doing anything wrong. He's just stood in front of a wall. That's it. It's got nothing to do with you and him. So if you touch him, it's assault. You can't ask him to move because you want to take something off a wall. You're not allowed. And the lady was well clued up. And they said, all right, then we'll wait until you go. And Piers said, well, when we go, we're taking them off. We're taking them off because they cost us money.
Exactly.
That's how it all went on. And Gavin stood there for the whole of the demo, didn't move. So they couldn't get near the posters.
Oh, mate, that's absolutely brilliant. Gavin and Mark Sullivan, mate, absolutely legends in their own right.
No, they dig in, don't they? They proper dig in.
They do. And Mark had a rant yesterday to the yellow vests, and he said, you know, you forgot what it's all about. You're just getting your egos. And I just sent Mark the actual link because I'd like to bring Mark on just to have a chat with him. But definitely, you know. But Matt, I've
got rattling around in my head, and I've had it rattling around for a long time. Is I don't know how you bring it all down, because you need to everything needs to go, and you need to start again.
Dave,
and especially after that fucking bollocks on Voice of Wales last night.
Dave,
and that's not giving any disrespect to Stan and Dan, because I love them dearly, but they do a fantastic job. But I think they've lost their way a bit.
I think I was a bit disappointed last night with the show, and I'll tell you why.
Anyway, I don't want to go on about that.
But they should have held into account. They should have actually nailed him. They should have nailed his balls to the table. If he's an editor,
how you stop all this and get to start again? That's the $1 million question, I believe.
And I absolutely believe,
because there's going to be another vote in 2 years, and the Conservatives are probably going to win it.
Conservatives have got him, mate. Conservatives got him.
I would have thought.
There's not, and
It's going to be another 4 years of the same old bollocks. You know,
and you'll have Michael Gove at the seat, mate. Halfway through the next one.
I think they'll lodge Boris before the vote. That's how they'll. that's how they'll butter it all up.
You know.
I think he'll get lodged before. I can't see him unless he comes up and does something miraculous between now and then, which I can't see.
I can't. Well, Dave, we got look. Everybody's going on about the petrol shortages. This is nothing compared to the financial.
There's a petrol shortage, is there?
Well, you know that's what it is. But the government seem to think it's easing off. We still got petrol stations empty here.
I don't know, mate. I haven't been to a petrol station in months.
I went to a petrol station today to put my lottery ticket on, and I said to the guy, "Run out again, have you, mate?"
Did you?
And he went, "No, because he ran out again, mate." And I said, "Usual. You text me tomorrow morning." He said, "I'll text you if we got fuel." I was like, "Yeah, thanks, mate."
Has he had any fuel since the last time?
Yeah, he's had a lorry every day. He's having one 8 o'clock in the mornings. So, but he is out the fuel by 12 o'clock.
What are they doing a free for all then and letting people have what they want?
No, £35. £35 per person.
They're getting rid of some gear then.
They are.
Doing well.
And he's shifting, he's shifting it. Who's saying Drakesford's doing well?
You.
You can fucking stop putting shit on there like that, early. I tell you what the hell am I doing giving her my phone?
What does Auntie Girl think of Mark Drakeford?
Oh, Kerry Ann just said she would never move back to she's Welsh, Kerry Ann, and she said she would never move back to Wales all the time.
What do you think of that, mate?
You'd be out of Wales for a while then.
Yeah, exactly. And look, my mother's in North Wales. She don't give a shit anymore. She's in.
Even Bob Smitherman, the town crier, to do 32 years at that and pushing water uphill, I'd end up getting nicked within the first day.
Mate, look, could you imagine? I tell you what, I'd love to see you in an House of Commons. You wouldn't last.
Right. Yeah, but that's why the system's not right. You know what I mean? Because people like myself and yourself and other people that are on here should have that opportunity. You know what I mean?
Clive Spencer.
Yeah.
Drakeford is doing well.
Ma'am, stop fucking playing with my phone, man, will you? I tell you what, Dave.
First day. I don't think I'd go an hour. I think I'd go about, I don't know.
I think 10 minutes, mate.
The full fuck off you wanking fucking backward halfwit. The full time I stack them out my mouth.
Mate,
say, no,
Black Rod will be sticking his rod right up the jacksie.
Mate, he won't be worried about bagging it on the door.
No, would he hell? I tell you what, he could bang it on your nut. He's not going to get anything fucking out of it, is he?
Oh, how does Steve? I presume you click on it, Steve. I presume you click on it.
Yeah, I think you do. Yeah.
Matt, I tell you.
Yeah, Matt. Luckily, I haven't given the phone with porn.
I presume you click on it and I'll say unpin. I presume. I'll sign out and see if it goes. Go on, then have a go, Steve. Bye.
Matt.
So anyway, that's it. So hopefully you'll get better over these next 24 hours.
Oh, flippin' heck.
I need some bits and bobs though when you do come down.
Who are you after now, man? Here we go. Who's this? Who's that? Who's this?
Who's
she on about?
Oh.
Yeah, hold the call.
Oh, that was yesterday. Don't worry about that.
He's probably gone, Matt. Coming back in
She's
again.
not talking about our David.
Mate, I tell you what, my mother's just seen something, all right? She hasn't got a clue what she's doing. She's reading through it. And she went, who's Pauline Goodfella? I went, what?
Oh, Pauline's a lovely lady.
I know she's a lovely lady. But my mother went, who is she? I hope she's not called. She goes,
to be honest with you,
everybody's great in you. But she goes, I hope she ain't calling our Dave a loony bin. I said to her, no, that was last night, Mum. Oh, right. I tell you what,
Clive, will Dave have to unpin it? Yeah, I'll have a go then. No,
what's that?
I can't do it. Clive or Dave have to
unpin what?
Steve Hathaway's post.
Where is it?
It's on the front of my screen. You click on it, Steve. You hold your finger on the post that you put up, and it says unpin. But I can't. I'll just put my hand on it. Won't let me do it.
I can't see it.
It just says for support for comment, and I'll put my hand on there because I've got Clive's got the control, not me.
No, but I can't see his. What is it? What one is it?
He says get your mum to say hello, and it's still up there with two thumbs like that.
All right, let's have a look.
I don't know. I'm not getting involved in all that. So what else is happening then? Tell me what else is happening. I need some bits and bobs put down anyway when you come down.
I know you do. I know you need drinking chocolate. You need coffee. Pauline's got ordered drinking chocolate. Lucy's ordered drinking chocolate. Somebody else. I got 3, 4 people ordered drinking chocolate.
Don't do the fucking list of the drinking chocolate. It'll be all night.
You know the drinking chocolate, mate. I've been told it's here tomorrow morning. I hope, mate. It's going to kill me tomorrow morning. I've got Sean coming over.
It's in the country, yeah?
Mate, it's here. It's ready to go.
Yeah. It's probably customs and all that malarkey, you know what I mean?
No, because we make it here in the UK. Did you get my order? Yeah, Matt, I got your order. Oh, I got to send Matt's order out as well. I've got orders I got to send out tomorrow morning. Matt, what do you mean? Let me know how much. Matt, you do admin for us, mate. So look, when you do things for us, you don't pay, mate. So that's where we are. All right.
Yeah.
Matt, we got 3 admin and they're absolutely brilliant. Carrie, Matt,
Leanne.
and Leanne.
Carrie, Leanne, and Matt.
Matt, and they do absolutely
stars.
Magnificent. Even though Matt, he's made comments and he abuses me. One of the comments he's made tonight is about my breathing. Matt, I was going to put it up, but all right, you love my heavy breathing. So, look, Clive, I can hear your heavy breathing. It ain't the first time you've told me that, but, so you love my heavy breathing, Matt. As I said, mate.
I hear, just out of interest, Matt might shed some light on it. Somebody's not too well at the camp.
Right, come on then. Is Matt coming on tonight?
I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know, mate. He's
got 10 minutes.
You got 10 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 minutes for him. So yeah, Coops is in. Coops Lone Wolf. So at the moment, Dave, I'm going to try and sweat this out tonight, mate. See what happens tomorrow. I'm going to be running it by the peg. So Pauline, my son's Prezi of Jack Reacher Coffee and V-Cup dispatched. Yeah, that's on its way with a book with it as well. So that was sent yesterday. So it should be with you tomorrow morning. Thomas, bless him. Right, Matt, so what is it, Thomas? Bless him. So what is the rumour then, Dave, with Thomas on site? Do we know?
He's not well, bless him. He had cancer, throat cancer, and it was in remission, and it's come back. It's come back, bless him. So Jo, bless her, is doing. She's blending his food up. You know what I mean?
I tell you what, Joe and Dion, mate, they got massive hearts, and I tell him now is. Look, if you can support the PTSD camp, please, because they have got massive hearts. All right.
Yeah, I will say while we're on the live, Pauline, Goodfellow Wayne, who's on here, Pauline bought the Toshiba laptop, and I did say anything over £150, anything over the 150, I would send to the PTSD camp.
Yeah.
And Pauline put an extra 50 quid on it. So
unbelievable. Pauline, thank you.
I mean, that is a chunk of money.
That's a chunk of money, that is.
£50 goes a long way down there. Yeah. They're very, very careful what they do with their money down there.
Definitely.
So thank you very much indeed, Pauline, for that. You're an absolute star.
Yeah, definitely. Carrie, send me an address. I've got it, I think. Matt sent it to me. But the other thing is as well, what did you just say? Matt, have a look if my mother's paid for the lottery. because she's just shouting at me, make sure my balls are being paid for. I don't know what you're doing, giving my mother balls, mate. I'm not happy with that, son. You know, but that's where we are.
Look, you leave my best friend alone.
My best friend.
But anyway, I'm going to crack on now because
I've got to go, mate. I've got to go, mate, because I'm absolutely chin-wagged.
Anything else anybody wants to discuss? Anything anybody wants to get off their chest?
Everybody all right? That's the big thing.
I'll tell you what I did do. I was sat outside because today was International Coffee Day. We should have done a little bit of a deal.
Yeah, but
we'll save it for another day. But yeah, today was International Coffee Day, and
right
by me, just through the car park.
Yeah,
they did free coffees up until 5 o'clock tonight.
That's good. That's good.
In all fairness, it's the first time I've had a coffee there. But I did give the geezer a $5 because I had a pal of mine was there.
Yeah.
I don't like taking liberties, you know what I mean? So I had 2 coffees, he had 1, so we got 3 coffees for $5, which I still think was good. Anyway, I was sat there drinking me coffee, and from my, I'm very spatially aware, which we all are, as forces people. From my left, so going down here, I see a police car in my vision. And I thought, I know what they're going to do. They're going to drive straight up.
Coffee day, 2 little lapel pens.
Straight up Chapel Road, which he did for the no entry.
Yeah,
and I got my phone up double lively, and I managed to photograph him like it was a.
Yeah. I seen that on your post.
Yeah. Dave Deb Holmes, bless him, he couldn't help himself. Operational duties.
Fucking mate. Oh, I'm not even going to comment. All right.
But he was. I did think he was being serious because I did write up there, Dave, please give it a fucking rest, operational duties, and he did. He did like come off of what he was. That's what they'll say. Well, we know what they'll say, but it doesn't make it fucking right, does it?
Doesn't make it right at all, mate. It's fucking.
I did a live walking up to the shop because I had to go up to the shop at lunchtime.
Yeah.
And I'm walking up, and I see the police car was blocked right in where all the lorries unload. And I thought, there's no one sat in that, and the engine's running. I thought,
what?
Yeah. I put it up, it's on a live. I thought, no, I'm fucking see. I can't see through the glass. It's the sun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I thought, there's a geezer stood next to it from the building site, right opposite.
Yeah.
And I said, this is fucking. Am I hearing things, mate? Is this running? He went, yeah. I went, fuck this. I'm doing a live. So I went on live, and I'm looking in there, and no, there's no one in the passenger seat, no one in the driver's seat. So I think, no, there's got to be somebody sat in the back seat. No one in the back seat. So I think, the key. Listen, they're so lucky it was locked. Well, I'm lucky because I'd have been nicked by now. I thought, if the keys are in it and it's unlocked, I'm going for a fucking drive with the sirens on. So,
man, fucking hell.
I'm and so I checked the door. No, it's locked, and I can see the little buttons are down, and the passenger door was locked as well, which was gutting. But the engine's running.
So,
and I said, the geezer said, Dave, it's been like this for an hour.
What?
Yeah. Yes, it's been here an hour. He said, what time is it? I said, that's about 1:30. I said, oh no, sorry, it's 1:20. And he said, oh yeah. He said it turned up just before 12:30. He said it's been here for an hour.
Fucking hell. And they'd be just probably stuffing their face in the donut shop, mate.
No. I'm taking the Dave Depp Holmes amendment. Operational duties.
Operational duties.
How can you take the keys out, lock it, and not turn it off? I've never seen it in my fucking life. Never, ever.
That is.
I mean, I've seen some police at proper emergencies, mate, and they always turn the cars off. You know what I mean?
Bloody hell. But how was the car running without the keys in it? That's a question.
I don't know. I thought it was illegal to leave your car unattended running.
Running. It is. Well, yeah, it is. Well,
They are literally a law.
Actually, it is a health and safety.
A law unto himself. Just one last quick one. I watched it. I can't get hold of it. If anybody can find me a copy of the video online, the geezer done a video of it. A geezer just come back from Brazil a few days ago.
Yeah.
And they wanted him to quarantine, obviously. It's a red zone. He lives in Brazil. He's from the UK.
Yeah.
He's not Brazilian, he's British. His mum and dad live in Oxford, I believe. I've looked around online to try and find it. I don't know if it's been deleted. Anyway, he had it up with customs at Heathrow.
Right.
Telling him he's got to spend £2,005, I think it is now, to go into isolation for 10 days. And he basically told them where to go. He said, I'm going to Oxford, mate. Anyway, cut a long story short, they called the police. They tried the strong arm tactics and the intimidation. He said, we'll arrest you. He said, arrest me. They arrested him. He spent 17 hours in a cell. Yeah. And his lawyer said, don't back down. Yeah. Eventually, they've got to let you out. 24 hours they keep you.
Yeah.
Then it has to be signed by the inspector. She said, an inspector ain't going to sign that.
Yeah.
She said, what they'll do is they'll take you to the hotel. Yeah. When they take you to the hotel, they'll drop you off. She said, and the geezer in the hotel is the fucking manager of the hotel. He's got no power whatsoever. Said, when you just grab your bag, pick your bag up and fucking walk out, which is what he did. And he's now in Oxford at his mum and dad's for 10 days. And then he goes back to Brazil again.
Bloody hell, man.
No,
that's unbelievable.
No PCR test, nothing. He fucking was having none of it.
No, which is good enough for him at the end of the day. But, anyway, look, I'm going to go, mate.
But I would like to find that I would like to find that video. You know what I mean?
Let's look out for it then.
It's not because it's not. I don't want to show it. I don't want to put it up or anything like that to say, look, that the government can go and fuck themselves and all that bollocks. No, I want to show it because if you won't be intimidated, there's fuck all they can do.
Yeah. You stand your ground.
They've used for decades is intimidation.
Yeah, stand your ground.
Yeah, stand your ground. Yeah, and if you're right, you're right.
Right, everybody, thank you very much for tonight. I'm going to go and get some down my throat because I'm feeling a bit lost at the moment. Anyway, love you all.
I'm in now, Steve. Anyway, I'm going to love you all, and those who don't love me, I still love you.
And I'll still give you a big touch. All right, so everybody, take care.